morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sicilian Corner. My name is Mike, and Lou is the production arm of this organization. How are you?
Yeah, just pointing that out right away.
That's it.
That was not our music.
If somebody if we get frozen, if Eszter gets frozen.
Oh no, I got nothing to do with that.
You got nothing to do with that. All right, we're gonna let
playing the wrong music was me, but yeah.
No, that's good. You got my attention.
I thought that was something new. I thought you guys were switching stuff around.
Well, something switching is good once in a while.
It sure is.
I don't think we should be playing the Irish jig, but I think that something similar would be okay for the Sicilian Corner podcast.
I could pay homage to my Irish heritage. Why not?
There you go.
I always look forward to the first Friday of the month because Eszter always joins us, and it's a pleasure, and we get the nitty gritty of what's happening throughout Sicily. And there's been a lot that's happened in the last couple of weeks, and not for the good either. And Eszter, I'm glad that you and Alfred managed to get through that Cyclone Harry.
It was scary. It was scary.
I'm sure it was. There hasn't been all that much. Louis, I think you'll agree. There hasn't been all that much coverage here in the States.
No, not a lot at all.
And then when I watched Eszter's show, me in Sicily, and looked at the video,
it's crazy.
Holy, it's insane.
And we're not the only ones. Sardinia, Reggio Calabria, they were hit hard as well.
Yeah.
So
they had, Louis, they had one wave they estimated to be 26 feet high.
Oh, good Lord.
26 feet. What's that? Over 3 stories, right?
Just about 3 stories.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy. The good thing is that no one died. No major injuries. It's incredible.
Oh.
But you know what? They warned us. Us.
Ahead of time.
They warned us. Yep. They canceled schools. They canceled. They told people to go close their shops, go home. And guess what? I don't have a lot of faith in the weathermen because usually they get it right. Wrong, but boy, they got it right.
Wow.
I don't think they even expected it to be this bad. We're talking, and it's a very centralized and localized destruction that happened along the coast. So, right along the coast, you would go 2 streets in, nothing. So unfortunately, a lot of homes, a lot of businesses, a lot of beachfront places. We started a fundraiser, and a couple of days ago, I went to see one of the families that we were able to help. And they're right on the water. Now, I don't know if technically they're too close to the water, because I know there are some laws concerning that. But I went into her house, and we're now 2 weeks later, and you could see the destruction. It's uninhabitable. She showed me she lost her children's pictures, broken bags of broken vases, plates, things. She showed me her kitchen destroyed, clothing completely destroyed. Businesses, one business in Arcitrezza, the oldest one, a restaurant, 40 years old, and I drove by it the next day. Completely, all the windows, the tape, everything broken, flattened. It's terrible. And then you go up and down the coast too. A lot of communities from Messina down to Siracusa were destroyed. And then because, this is a kid returning to his home. I actually.
Look at that, huh?
Yeah. And 2 streets in, nothing.
Jesus. What happens on an island when you have that much debris?
That's a good question. That's a very.
What happens? What do you do?
Now,
non c'è più niente.
So let me just tell you that I went to that exact town for the last video for a organized cleanup where I
Ragazzi,
interviewed
casa
the
mia.
mayor and so forth, and there was a priest there.
Chiara ha combinato disastro.
And so I said, where are you guys going to take all this stuff? And they have to take them to the landfills. But we have a trash problem already. So the landfills are going to be, you
Che di
know,
cazzo?
at capacity. So it's a big issue. It's a very big issue.
Power and no fatalities. That shocks me.
Shocking.
There was undocumented statement that I came across that said that they thought that there was 380 migrants that were in a boat trying to make it to Sicily from South Africa, and nobody confirmed it. I was wondering, have you heard anything at all about that?
No.
Okay.
And usually I'll hear something about that.
Yeah.
Usually I will.
Andy Parisi's on board with us, and he's saying, "Hi, gals, hi, guys and girls." Oh, Andy.
Nice to see
But
Andy.
I'm looking at the damage like you people are, and it's man, oh man, holy cow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But this town, I gotta tell you, so when I went back last week to this exact town, Stazzo, not this one, the video before, the cleanup, the resilience of people, not just the locals, but people coming from all over the place. And I have to tell you, I've gotten emails from an extraordinary number of people from the United States, from all over Europe, asking us, when can we come? How can we help physically clean up? I had an email from Hungarian this morning, a couple who's coming here next week, and they don't care about anything. They just want to go and help clean up.
Di piangere o di abbatterci. Dobbiamo ripartire
It's
immediatamente.
amazing, huh?
Questo è il
When
messaggio che mi
people
sento di lanciare,
are
e
pushed
quindi
and they got their back up
ripartiamo
against the
adesso
wall,
da questo istante.
how
Yeah.
Non
resilient
abbiamo il
people
tempo per
can be,
lamentarci.
and how
There's the mayor.
generous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the mayor of Taormina?
No, that was the mayor of another town that was
Okay.
destroyed.
I did, and I believe it was on your show, You, Me, and Sicily, and it showed the mayor Louis was taking a video, and a rogue wave came in and knocked him for a freaking loop. Unbelievable.
Yeah, look at this. This is in Acitrezza, the town I go to very frequently.
Mind-boggling.
One of our-
We saw the storm from up here, and to go down to the towns, to the coastal towns. and
That's video I
witness what
took.
was
Look at that.
happening afterwards. It's just
Wow.
unbelievable.
Crazy.
But I do have to say
Look at the
that
restaurant.
the Sicilian people are
And the one thing that
together,
people have to realize
cleaning up on the
that in
streets.
Sicily,
It's very somber
tourism
when you go
is the
down there,
number
but
one
there's definitely
revenue
a
that comes
sense of
into the island.
community, a sense
And
that
so
they
it's
have one
important
mission,
that
and that
the
is to clean
turnaround
up
here
all of
is
this.
done in
You
a
know,
timely manner. And from my experiences, and I've only been to Sicily a few times, but things don't move too quickly.
No,
In
and
my
they're
opinion.
moving quickly. Oh my gosh, Mike.
Yeah.
It's moving quickly,
Great.
but it's
Great
not
to
because of the government. Not because of the government. Because of the sheer will of the people. That's
Wow.
exactly why.
Yeah.
Now, I got to tell you about the other casualty due to this cyclone, and that is the landslide that's happening in Caltanissetta, which is a province south and west of us. And literally a town is on top of a cliff, and because of how much water fell during Cyclone Harry, part of the town started sliding down. Now, let me tell you that in 2021, a similar thing happened, and in 1997, 300 people, were evacuated because there was also some landslides there. So you bet the people are outraged, because back then the president of Italy and the president of Sicily said, we need to do something. So here we are years later, and we're in this situation, and nothing was done. You know, there's a lot of reasons why this is happening, you know, not just because of the access of water, but also how because that it's a sand and clay over there. So I got to see it's fragile.
Wow. I think they evacuated 1,500 people with this particular storm.
It's now to 1,600 because it's
Jeez.
moving very slowly and they're expanding the so-called red zone. So the red zone was up to the street where, by the way, I got to go to the red zone. So I saw where everything is forbidden to go enter. And it's like a ghost town. And then a few streets over are the headquarters where all the firefighters, the civil protection, the military, they're all stationed there, sort of keeping an eye on things. But I saw some unbelievably tear-jerking interviews with people who lost everything and not allowed to go back. One 90-year-old was crying. He didn't even have a chance to get a picture of his wife to take with him. People lost left their clothes. They just have to leave everything right there. And at the very edge of this landfall, I saw a statue of a cross that's just dangling over there. It's unbelievable.
I saw along the coast there was a statue of Padre Pio, and it
Mike, can you hear
literally
me?
was unscathed.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I mean, and it's incredible how that statue was left untouched. There's a lot of questions, boy, I'll tell you. It's crazy. Esther, can you hear me okay? We seem to have lost her. I want to ask her, Louis, how much rain came down on January 22nd? It had to be a huge amount. Like she alluded to.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, you're back, Esther.
Yeah. I wanted to know, and our listeners would like to know, how much was the total rainfall from Cyclone Harry?
Yep, she's reconnecting.
We lost her again.
Obviously, the internet over there is suffering a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm sure the infrastructure took a big hit. Well, it's, I think, and I was trying to figure it out because everything's in millimeters, but it looks like they got 20 inches of rain.
Holy cow, that's a lot of rain.
Well, she said that the soil is nothing but sand and clay. Once that gets saturated, it's so unstable. I mean, I was looking at chunks of earth along this cliff. I mean, like 12 feet wide, just sliding right toward the ocean. It was incredible.
That much
houses,
water? Yeah.
houses teetering back and forth. And, we have kind of, well, it's a little bit different situation because we're not talking cliffs and height. But, you look at the Outer Banks. I mean, there's been 5 houses that got wiped out this season already. And,
there's no protection whatsoever there.
There's none.
No.
None. And, they use wood for platform to raise the houses up so the water goes underneath them. Why don't they put concrete or something? I mean, I don't know. I think it's not if you're going to have problems. It's when you're going to have the problem.
So that's Mike was wondering how much rain that the cyclone brought.
Oh, that's a good question. In terms
saying
of
20 inches.
leaders, honestly, I don't know. But I have to tell you, it was 2 days. So Sunday, we got the warning. Monday, we stayed in. And I said to Al, I'm like, it's not that bad. Then Tuesday came. And Tuesday during the day was iffy. And then I couldn't sleep on Tuesday evening. It was so bad. You can hear the howling and the waves. And actually up here, we're like, a good mile up from the sea. And everything got wet by the seawater. And I know it was seawater because, there was salt when it dried up. And there was sand. There was sand and salt up here when it dried up, like red sand. It was crazy.
Was there ever a point where you were actually afraid?
No, no,
Okay. All right.
no. We're not that
You're
close
high
to the
enough.
water.
You're high enough. Yeah.
And they did thankfully evacuate a lot of people. So that's another reason why there were no injuries.
Mm. Jeez. Louis,
Yeah.
can you look up what the difference is between a cyclone and a hurricane?
It's where they originate. They're basically the same.
Yeah.
Oh, it has nothing to
it's
do
how
with the
they,
wind. It has nothing to do with the wind velocity.
No, it's
Okay.
basically they're
it
basically
has
the
to do
same.
with the origin.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay.
How typical is a cyclone in the Mediterranean?
You know, it's not very usual. We do get them. I was looking at video we had 3 years ago, and we were reporting on a cyclone that passed through, but nothing like this. I'm telling you, like nothing like this. I do remember one in 2021 in October, and it passed through a very centralized area of Catania, and I happened to be down there with a group of tourists. And thankfully, it was at the very end. So we were done with the guide and we were just waiting around for dinner and having coffee inside of a cafe. And all of a sudden, you see umbrellas, chairs, bikes, things flying.
Wow.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then at one point, the rain started and they closed the restaurant.
Mhm.
And that did a lot of destruction.
I know for our listeners, it must be
The
very
reason,
annoying. Oh, she's back.
boy,
Okay.
my connection's not that great today, huh? Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You just get quite a delay because
I'm
I'm
here.
guessing Cyclone had some issues with the internet too and all the communication over there.
Was there a lot of power loss throughout the parts of Sicily, at least along, the immediate coast, or not?
She's reconnecting at this point.
Okay.
So basically, Cyclone originates south of the equator,
South of the equator. Okay.
according to.
I thought it had something to do with the wind. Like a hurricane is what, anything over 75 miles an hour or something like that. So I thought this was kind of like a hurricane, but the wind velocity was a little bit less. And I think the top winds that they got was 74.
Hurricanes, cyclones, typhoons, the only difference is where they form.
Okay. That's good to know. It's amazing when you look at the destruction from those videos, what the poor people had to go through. And like I said, things don't move post haste in Sicily, at least in my opinion. And it's been quite a while since I've been there, so I don't want to pass judgment. Eszter, you with us?
I'm here. We're still very windy. Listen, you asked a very good question. Did anyone lose their electricity? Yes, but not for a long time. I think it was like a day. There was a section of Messina for sure. I knew lost it for a day, but they worked round the clock to restore it. It was a great question.
They declared a 12-month emergency in Sicily. And again, tourism, we said that, is the number one revenue source for the island. So, tourism is extremely important, as is agriculture. But, things that are being grown on Sicily are far enough away from the ocean. So I don't think that's going to be affected too much because Sicily is the
It
breadbasket
wasn't.
of Europe. Yeah.
It was not. It was
Tourism,
not.
people, and you're in the business, and you and Alfred have done a terrific job through the years of offering personalized tours. Are you finding people hesitant? Are they canceling? What do you see?
Well,
'Cause
actually,
this
we
is
just posted about that because we did have an inquiry. Well, not a couple of inquiries. Should we reschedule? How are the hotels and so forth? And I have to tell you that immediately after this, on Wednesday, after the storm, I called all of our hotels that are in Giardini Naxos, which is under Taormina. I called our other hotel down in Siracusa, and everyone's okay. a little bit of injuries. The storm was really crazy that even in Acitrezza, even a town like down here that was greatly affected, you would have 10 meters that just completely destroyed. Then you go around the corner still on the water and
Amazing.
it's little destruction. So it was very strange. But to answer your questions, people are working, like I said, around the clock to restore, including restaurants that are building nonstop to be able to reopen, and as in Italian, ripartire, to restart. It's written, they have signs too and posters saying Sicily, ripartire. So they're very, very motivated to get going as soon as possible. And in my estimation, in early spring, most of these places will be ready, including the restaurants.
All right. Listen, Eszter, I'm up against a break, but when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation. Folks, you have a question for Eszter, why don't you give us a call, 978-659-0072. Once again, 978-659-0072. Eszter, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back.
Ciao, this is Eszter of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 800-327-5050 or visit GamblingHelpLineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, see it to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back, everybody, and we're talking with Eszter. And as most of you know, Cyclone Harry caused quite a bit of damage. As a matter of fact, some of the estimates right now, Louis, that I'm looking at are over $2 billion. Wow. And keep in mind, there's a small, I mean, we're talking right along the coast.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage for a small select area, right, Eszter?
And the federal government is saying 100 million between the three, Sardinia, Calabria, and Sicily. 100 million. That's a drop. That doesn't help one town.
What about the European PAC, the countries? Are they raising money? Are they contributing toward helping?
They are talking about going after some EU emergency money for sure. The
Right.
president of the region was up in Rome, and he went, talked to the prime minister, who, by the way, was here and scoped out the landslide the other day.
You're talking about Maloney?
Georgia Maloney. She came up here and met with officials and flew over a helicopter to assess the damage. And so she's listening. The federal government is paying attention. But I have to say that there are a lot of people, Alfred and I have this fundraiser going on, and we're personally going to families and giving money out. But there are a lot of other fundraisers going on all over. There's some GoFundMe and so forth. Look
Louis,
at that. Look at that picture.
I know, that's the cliffs. Yeah.
Yeah. And to see some of the homes, Mike, Lou,
look at
some of
that.
the homes are cut in half. And so you see people's libraries, people's living rooms, people's kitchens. For a couple of days, there was a car that was hanging out just, with its nose out. Yeah. It fell the other day. So, I mean, just unbelievable images. Mm-hmm. But I said this to you before the show started, that this is not the only town that's perched on a cliff and is in danger of falling. There's hundreds of towns like this all over Italy.
Is there really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
They've known. We're looking at this video. Whereabouts is Niscemi?
Niscemi is in the south and west. It's in the province of Caltanissetta, right next door to Gela. Gela is a town in the province of Syracuse on the water, where, by the way, during Operation Husky during World War II, that's where Patton landed in Sicily. So Gela is famous. And in fact, some of the locals were telling me after they figured out that I was American, and said, oh, the Americans came here to this town and Gela first. during World War II in 1943. So people there still remember that.
Wow. Well, sure. Is there a farm? Is there Red Cross in Sicily?
Yes. Yes. So I went to that town. I went to the red zone, and I got right up to the edge of the red zone. And one street over is where all the military, civil protection agency, Red Cross, firefighters, rangers. I mean, we're talking every sector of safety was out there monitoring it very, very closely, including the mayor and other officials that are around the clock meeting to see whether they can resolve it. Now, within the last few days, the red zone, it's called the red zone because that's where you can't go because of its danger, has expanded a little bit because what's happening is the center of Nishami is also going in, caving in a little bit. And in fact, as we drove, so this whole area is being impacted. As we drove in, there are streets with cracks in them around Nishami before you even get into town. There's an entire street. We couldn't go directly to Nishami. Usually we go Catania, then Caltagirone, Nishami. It takes about an hour and a half. We had to go all the way down south because a few of the streets that go to that town have been badly impacted. So this is not just a localized thing, but towns around it are being impacted as well.
Oof. Unbelievable. But there is a Red Cross that responds to disasters like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good to know. And, the European PAC countries, I mean, it stands to reason that if they have funds available, that they help each other out. And, I mean, Sicily's the breadbasket of Europe, really. I mean, how much produce is used up by those countries, Lou? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that much anymore, Mike. It used to be
seriously,
much more.
I've misspoken. Okay.
No, do you know why? It's over the past few, let's say now 20 years, there's been a big problem with shortage of workers. That's a huge problem. Unfortunately, we live near lemon and orange groves where Alfred and I live. And so we'll drive by and these humongous farms with hundreds of trees go unpicked year after year because there's not enough workers.
Not enough
and
workers.
You'll see not enough workers. And I said to Al the other day, why don't they just let whoever owns those farms, let the locals come in, pick their, give them a few euro and pick their own fruits and vegetables. Pick their own lemons and oranges. But it is a big problem.
Oh, I'm sure. You've lived in Sicily now for quite a few years. Just an estimate on your part. Normal rainfall in January. I'm sure January is probably a rainy season anyway.
It's the rainy season.
It is. How many inches of rain would you say?
You're asking all the good questions that I don't have answers to.
Okay, I didn't need to put you on the spot. No,
those are all good questions, but I haven't seen any numbers of how much rain fell during Harry, but I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah, I did look it up, and they said 570 millimeters. Oh, and that's
wow.
you translate that. 1 millimeter is 0.40 inches. 1 millimeter is 0.40 inches.
Crazy. So how many inches is that?
21 plus. Exactly. Yeah. Unbelievable. No one, geez, Mary and Joseph, and there's no place for the water to go. And when you have a sandy base with a clay base, man, there's no substance there.
The January average in Sicily is 2.6 inches.
2.6. Okay. Yeah.
That's the average, Lou?
Yeah. Unbelievable. So when you get, 7 times the normal amount of rainfall in 2 days, you can understand the devastation that went on. you know.
Yeah. And it was the heavy winds too, Mike.
Yeah, you said that.
Because the rain is one thing, but then you have the waves, right? So you've got a triple whammy. You've got the waves, the wind, and the rain, and some of those places got really hammered.
You hate to hear that. But the good news is, like you said, no fatalities, which is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
And
But pre-warning.
That was an evacuation. But I also have to say that through all of this, I have seen firsthand the resiliency of the Sicilian people, the pure determination, the pure love of their island, and determination to get back up to go. So that has been very heartwarming to see.
The mayor you showed on your show, I loved his message where it's not time to complain. It's not time to cry. It's time to do something. So
that's
firing
the mayor.
up. It's the exact right message.
He should be a coach in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
Get people motivated. Well, you know something. This 12-month emergency, is it going to take? I mean, to declare an emergency for 12 months, it seems a long period, a long time. And like I said before, I'm hoping that people don't get gun shy and, cancel.
No.
You're not seeing that. That's good.
No, I am seeing inquiries, but Al and I are putting everyone, in place that it's very localized. None of our hotels or, one restaurant did get impacted, one that we frequent.
Oh, that's great.
But they're working really fast to restore it. I was there yesterday, and they've already put in new glasses. The new chairs were being brought in. So they're working, like I said, around the clock to try to get back up and going. And honestly, I mean, Taormina, even though Taormina bottom was badly affected,
I saw that.
up top, up top is still there. A lot of all the Greek structures, they remain standing. They remain standing. You can still visit them. Sicily is still here. Sicily is still ready for people. And
okay, so this is the message. This is the message you have for people.
Absolutely.
We're going to be there in time for the tourist season, which begins April, end of April.
Well, for us, we start in March. Well, I did a couple of tours already in January, some private tours. But for our group tours, we start at the end of March. We have a couple in April, but our big month is May. And so you think about it, February, March, April, that's 3 months. That's
so the roads
significant.
Should be built up along the water, and, people can move around like they used to. Yeah. Well, something, it's unfortunate, and I feel bad for the people who don't have an awful lot, and then they end up losing personal belongings.
And that's who we're trying to help.
And they're not going to get much relief. So.
They're not.
Maybe it's time to table the
Eszter,
bridge.
can we talk a little bit about the fundraising that you and Alfred have been doing? I think it's
our Sicilian project.
And how can our listeners participate in something like that?
So Al and I have our You Me in Sicily YouTube. And so we decided to use our nonprofit, the Sicilian Project, to be the recipient of the funds that we're distributing all over the East Coast, up and down the East Coast. We've sent money to the fishermen's associations, churches where communities have been badly affected. Yesterday, I had a meeting with the pastor over here in Arcitrezza, which is the town where you saw the rock and the big splashes. He has identified 6 families along the coast that have been badly impacted. We also sent money to Siracusa. There, a lot of the fishermen in a town called Marzamemi were completely devastated. and out of work for several days. So that's very hard as well. And we've had the bad weather, let's say the calm seas have continued. For example, today it's very, very windy. And then we did up north of us in the province of Messina, several of those towns. The town Staso that you saw, the devastation, I met with the Archbishop of Acciariali, and he's put me in touch with the pastor over there to help distribute some money over there. So we're putting a little bit here and there. Next week, we're going to send some money to the Nishemi, the town that is going through a landslide. So we have collected over $32,000 from 12 different countries.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
12 different countries.
For a little Hungarian girl, you're really taking care of the Sicilians. I got to tell you that. You know what I mean?
Well, you know who my boyfriend is, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Big Al.
We're a good team.
I've never seen him look. I'm not talking since this storm hit, but prior to that, on your show, I've never seen him look so peaceful. Usually, he used to be so hyper. I mean, he was always.
He still is. He still is. He still is. He still gets wound up.
He looks good.
Yeah, he still gets wound up when, both of us have this trait. When we get something in our mind, we're at it, we're on a mission, and we're on a mission to help the people affected by this horrible storm. And it is really one of the most rewarding things that I'm able to do is to give back to the people.
It must feel good. Eszter, I'm up against the break. We come back, you'll be with me, with us till noon. And
I'll be right here.
I'm finding this show very deep, and it's, I just feel bad for the people. I really do. Louis, why don't you take us out, please?
Ciao, this is Eszter of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's, honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 800-327-5050 or visit GamblingHelpLineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back with Eszter. Eszter, because the storm was really centrally devastating to the coastal areas, a lot of fishermen, a lot of people make their living out of fishing in Sicily. I mean, you look at Shaka and some of those communities, a lot of their boats had to be destroyed. And
well,
this is
thankfully, this is a financial thing. But remember, we had adequate warning. So many brought their boats in.
Okay. All right.
But here in Acitrezza, there's a market where around 4 o'clock in the morning they open, and all the local fishermen bring their whatever they caught in there. And that structure has been severely damaged. And so that's a big problem now for future fishing. Where are they going to set their, because that inside that structure there
was an open air market, right?
No, it was a closed air market.
It was
and
a closed.
You had those tables where you could put the ice and so forth. And so that over here in Acitrezza, it's a huge problem for the fishermen, because now where are they going to sell the fish, right? Because we're outside of Catania. Catania already has their fish market, every little town. But this was
I remember that. That's interesting.
But I mean, it is the waters haven't really calmed down. It's been very windy, so they continue to lose money. So it is a big issue. But I just want to say something, two things that I want to make sure that I touch upon. That when I went up to Nishami, I talked to some local people, and for a while there were a lot of people. There were 1,600 people without homes. Right. And many of them stayed with family, friends, And then there was a shelter where they were saying, well, when I went up there this week, they told me that every single person has found a home. So
Really?
whether someone paid for their B&B or something like that, there were no people in the shelters, which is great news, absolutely great news, that everyone was taken care of. And the woman who I interviewed for Sunday's piece, they were housing 2 people, friends of theirs, until they were able to find an alternative, and they were sleeping on the couches. So when I tell you Sicilians have a huge heart, they have a huge heart. And that leads to my second point, which is when you come here, yes, there's the beautiful this and that to see. Sicily is an outdoor museum. I always say that. And there's the delicious foods. But really, one of the biggest highlights is the people of Sicily, right? The radiant, smiling, welcoming, generous, loving people of Sicily.
Mm-hmm. How many people call Sicily home?
Right now, a little bit under 6 million, about 5.5 million Sicilians. And that number used to be much bigger, obviously.
Yeah.
A lot of migration at the turn of the century, after the war, and so forth.
Well,
So about
I think
5.5 million.
if the generation you're losing is that late 20s, 30s, mid 30s,
Yes.
you know, and basically if they're leaving, it's because of work condition. They're trying to better themselves. And there's business opportunities, mainland and other countries are a little bit better than they are in Sicily. It's just my evaluation, but
You're absolutely correct.
yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad.
It's too bad. I have at least 2 friends. One of them, John Marco, is a good friend. He was the owner of the gym I used to work out in. And he just got to a point, Mike, that he just could not find the opportunity to grow, even though he owned the gym. He said it felt like everyone was working against him. The rent was going up, and then COVID hit, and so he suffered greatly. And then he found a great opportunity up north in Veneto, which is a region up north, and now he's teaching in schools. But it is a big problem, and Sicilians, young Sicilians, and that critical, brain, we are experiencing a major brain drain, which is a very unfortunate thing. And John Marco, and John Marco always says, I miss my Sicily, I miss the sea, I miss the food, I miss the people, but he's making a better living up north, unfortunately.
For him and his family. Yeah. It's all about the future. It's all about the future. I can't get over the pictures that we've been watching on the video that you guys took here. And
I don't know if this is art. This doesn't look like art footage. Hey, Luke, could you, for last week's show, on our YouTube channel, we showed the number of workers that turned out to help, volunteers who helped clean up some of the destruction. I'm wondering if you can pull that up, because it is pretty incredible. This small little town attracted over 150 volunteers. And like I said, they came from all over, and they were all ages. Wow. Walking around with shovels. Shovels.
I saw that video. Amazing. Something.
About how far in Eszter to last week's show? Do you know?
Right at the beginning, like a couple of minutes in, maybe.
All right.
Okay, we don't have that
if I remember.
much time left, but
Louis will be. That's okay. Suffice to say, you saw a there it is. Here we discussed Nishami, and then I think we go right into it.
You said, if I heard you correctly, Nishami is caving in the middle. There's actually
there is a little bit moving. There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Look at the people.
Notice
They're all volunteers. They're all volunteers.
All volunteers. And by the way, notice the statue at the very edge, still standing, everything else down. The statue of Padre Pio. Look at that.
Yeah.
Volunteers.
Yeah, I mentioned that at the beginning of the show. I saw this, and this really reached me. I said, wow, look at that. I mean, there's a couple of instances on Mount Etna where people had statues of the Blessed Virgin, and the volcanic, the lava would be flowing down toward them. And all of a sudden, when it got near the Blessed Virgin statue, would go left or right. I mean, stuff like that is, man, I'll tell you, it causes you to think. It is. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, look at this. What you're looking at is stuff from people's homes. So over there, there's a kid's backpack, there are books, and look at that book over there.
Wow.
I mean, this is people's homes that have
look
been.
At the age. Look at the age of some of those volunteers. I mean, they're not kids.
Yep. Coming from
that
all
lady
over.
had as much gray hair as I do.
That scene really warmed my heart. Really, really warmed my heart.
Wow.
So, and you saw that type of spontaneous volunteering pop up all over.
That's great. Well, human presence on Sicily, I mean, goes back, 2,600 years or something like that. It's crazy the amount of years that, I mean, the United States is going to be 250 years old July 4th. And Sicily has been there for so long. And I mean, there's been major problems and devastation and whatnot through all those years. And yet they all bounce back. Look how many times Catania has been wiped out and they rebuild it or fix it or whatever the case might be. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible what people can do when they want to. And it's nice to see everybody teaming up and helping those who can. Help those who really need it. And financially, that's a very important part of this whole trying to get whole situation. And something, I hope that the government loosens his purse strings and puts that money to work and
Amen.
Let's get on, because Sicily's always been considered the poor sister of mainland Italy. And it's a damn shame. My granddad, Big Mike, used to always tell me that. And he'd say, it's like it's a whole different world. It's like we're separated, and that shouldn't be. I mean, we're all Italians. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I credit you. I credit Alfred for the work that you guys and donating your time and trying to help people that really, really need it. You're doing a fantastic job, and
it's an honor.
Yeah, something. I can understand that with you. I do. I can understand that with you. And damage to your property was minimal, or you just got some water, right? Yeah. Okay.
But let's say none.
What were you going to say, Eszter?
I want to say thank you to you and to Lou, because you guys. Oh, there's the mayor, the other mayor. You guys having me on, helping spread the word is very important. And I appreciate you guys, and I've loved being on the show with you guys. Hopefully next month in person.
Oh, nice.
I like it. Let me know. Keep me in the loop. When we can make adjustments, if I have to reschedule someone, I definitely will. I'd like to have you in the studio with us, and I'm sure a lot of our listening audience would like that too. Super Bowl Sunday. Is there much talk in Sicily about the Super Bowl?
Among Americans.
I know. Who's Al voting for? Who's he rooting for? Rooting for the Patriots?
Are you kidding me? How long have you known him?
I was saying that kind of being facetious a little bit because I knew the answer to the question.
Hey, you know what we're doing now, right after we get off the show?
Pray tell.
Do you know what we're doing? Huh?
Tell me.
We're going to get pizza.
You guys going to make love? Pizza?
No, pizza. Making love to pizza.
And Barbara's making a pizza for me.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's where I'm going after this. Hey, Jack Roy just signed in. Jack Roy is a member of our society. And something, he's held a lot of important roles in the society as treasurer. And one of our members, Orazio, was there during that storm, and he said it was absolutely crazy. But I'm glad
Oh,
everybody
wow.
is safe and sound. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
Esther, I'm up against it, baby. I'll see you next month. Maybe
Grazie.
in person. I hope so.
Let's shoot for that.
All right.
Arrivederci.
Good, go Patriots. Wish them the best. They are underdogs, but you know something, that doesn't mean nothing. I was telling Louis, the underdogs have covered either the spread or won outright the last 5 years. So maybe we can make it 6. All right.
Awesome.
Have a wonderful week. Hey, stay warm. This weekend's going to be bitterly cold here. So make sure you stay warm. And take care, everybody. Ciao.
Arrivederci.